Hi, it's me, it's Claire. I'm about to hit you guys with a bunch of reaction videos because there's a lot of trailers and I don't really want to do like one mass video, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. You'll see. Anyway, we're going to start off with Snow White, the live action. I don't know why it's always considered live action, just because there might be a human face. Most of this is animation. If it's CG, damn it, you're animating. Anyway, we're going to talk about it because, one, I've been standing Snow White, the movie, this whole time, trying to tell you guys that it is great, despite what Rachel didn't watch the movie Zegler said. So we're going to see what Disney did. I saw they made some changes, like the dwarves aren't regular size humans of all races and possibly abilities. But back to being dwarves, in a screenshot I saw, did not look good. Did not look good. They should have used real humans. I'm just going to start with that. So let's get started with the trailer.
So, whistle while you work.
Okay, well, we're really heavy-handed with the music already. But you know what? I'm gonna say it's better than the Beauty and the Beast because at least she's not completely auto-tuned. Emma Stone should not have been Belle. So that looks good. I'm gonna say her costume is fucking ugly. It's a little too much. It's way too much. I feel like they should have went just a tad more modern or kept it the same. Like, no, this ain't it. Whatever this is ain't it. Okay, this is Gal Gadot, but it feels like she might also be the wrong look for the queen. Just by appearances alone. I mean, yeah, she's pretty, but it's just not the same vibe. Like, look how blank her face is right here. It's just, like, shouldn't she be acting in this part? Well, the whole movie she should be acting, right?
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Okay, you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this right here. You know what? Let's slow it down. Look at this. What is the cue for the queen here of being like this? You know? I mean, I feel like she's not a happy person in the original. She is, well, conceited, of course. She's not expecting for anything other than the mirror to say, "You are the fairest one of all." It's like, well, duh, I know that. And this, it's like, I don't know. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. I can't say that they're remaking Snow White. This is like all the other Snow Whites out there. It's a different one, but it looks, I can't say it looks like the original either. I mean, look at her outfit. The queen would never, because that shit is ugly. Why are there stones on it? And then she's green in this. Did they confuse her with Maleficent? Like, she's no Maleficent. She's beautiful. But yeah, I don't think Gal Gadot was the right person for this. I've never seen her act, thank goodness. And I don't know if she decided to do her own spin on the queen, but I would say watch the movie again. If this is supposed to be a remake of the Disney Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, if this is supposed to be a different Snow White, okay, do what you want to do. If this is supposed to be the one that Disney made, this is not the one that Disney made. Walt Disney did not make this. And they don't really seem to understand the characters. And she just looks ugly. Her outfit is ugly. Like, she's supposed to be at least stylish. Like, the clothes were not from nowhere. They were stylish for that time period, if you know what I'm saying. Like, they were mixing times, but all the Disney movies, you can see it kind of mirrors the style of the era or sets the trend. Like in Cinderella. Let's continue on.
The fairest one of all.
Did they not put makeup on Rachel Zegler? Let's go back. Does she have makeup on? Like, her lips are not red as a rose. So they should have put some lipstick on those lips. And then some eyeliner would probably help. I'm not gonna lie. Because she looks like she's still getting ready for makeup. Like, this does not look any different from those behind the scenes footage with her hair in pins. Yikes. The hair is not as cute as I thought it was going to be. You know, I thought they were doing like a little 1920s swirl, but they missed the swirl. You should have flattened that shit to her head, you know? Like, giving it the swoop. Think of Chicago, the musical. That's what I was picturing, you know, do that little S curl. But this, I mean, ooh, the hair is not good. And her face is already heavily square. So we needed to do something with the hair. Make it bigger. Make it something nice. Because the outfit is not good. Like, her outfit looks like a Halloween costume. And maybe that's what the point is. So people will buy some more Disney merch. Please, Disney. People already buy the merch. You can make a nice costume. But this is like, ooh. We really need to get the hair, the makeup. It's just not there. And I'm going to tell you, the outfits are looking fugly. Give Rachel Zegler some makeup. Maybe do her eyebrows also. She's looking a little too natural, and it's not hitting. Snow White's not ugly. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not calling Rachel ugly. I'm just saying she's looking basic, like extra basic. When she's in those rags, there's no way that mirror is going to say, oh, she looks better than Gal Gadot. Are you guys going to tell me she looks better than Gal Gadot? Wait, I want to go back because there's too many cuts because it looks like the CG is not good. It's very half-assed. Okay, so it looks like they went with prosthetics for Gal. I really can't tell. I'm hoping it's prosthetics because a digital face is not going to work. The hair looks fake. It looks really bad for the witch. It's so stringy. You know? And then her teeth are like daggers. Just make her look like an old lady. That's it. She's not supposed to look like a witch. Like, Snow White's not supposed to be scared of her. She's just supposed to look old. That's why Snow White still feels compassion for her. Because she's like, this is just an old lady, guys. We gotta help her. But instead, she looking scary. Like, real scary. Like a goddamn goblin. She looked like a goblin. I don't know what kind of scene this is. What is this? What? Why is there just a shadow moving in the darkness? You know what? Let's slow it down. I'm gonna turn off the sound again because it's too fast with the cuts. Let's watch this again. Okay, so we got some knights. So more people are at the castle. The prince is in the story more, I guess. Fun in the mines. Okay, we got Gal Gadot misinterpreting the queen. And then we have Snow White. in a very ugly dress with, I don't know, is she mischievous now? This is a terrible angle. It just is not hitting. It should be more down. And this, why? Oh, hold on. Why are we doing this whole shadow thing? The shadow's not even clear. Why? Cut this. We don't, why is this even in the trailer? It's a terrible shot. Like, what's happening? Is she still in the scene? I don't know. Okay, then we have the witch. The poison apple. They neglected to digitally add the fucking poison face falling off. Why? I'm pretty sure this ain't a real fucking apple. In some real fucking sludge. And it should be brighter red. Like, all this stuff could have been painted. You don't, like, props department knows how to do work. And if this is all digital, y'all done really fucked up. Use some fucking colors. Use some color. This apple does not look delicious. And it definitely doesn't look poison. It looks slimy. Really slimy. Okay, I don't think we need the sound, but I don't know. Okay, so the prince and Snow White meet again. That's weird. Okay, they mistook the fact that none of these trees are fucking real. That was all in her mind. The girl was deluded. She had a psychotic break, I swear. I feel like they're taking this a little too literally, and it's starting to feel like The Wizard of Oz, which is a different movie, Disney. I mean, she doesn't look terrified, unless this is her terrified face. Is Rachel Zegler an actor? I've never heard of her until this controversy over the movie. Who directed this? Because they didn't tell her to do this again. Like, be more natural. You should be freaking out that your stepmom wants to murder you, and she almost did it. If the hunter didn't say anything, you would have been dead. Like, that's the direction. And instead of, she's like, oh no, the trees are getting me. Ah. Like, hire me then. I don't know. I wanted to be an actress. Why was she falling through a hole? What hole is there? Okay, we have a large black screen. Why? Should I have turned on the sound? I'll turn back on the sound. Well, let's figure out. Let's watch the rest of the trailer with the sound and we'll go back. Oh, there was no reason. Is this a Bambi crossover? I'm sorry, I said we would watch the whole trailer. You guys came here for the commentary. You knew what I was going to do. Bambi crossover? Her hair is all wet. Why? Like, she was running in the forest, right? And then somehow fell down a black hole. Like, that was in her head, Disney. It was in her head. None of that was real. The forest is not enchanted. That's why none of the animals speak. Also, can we bring back real animals, or is that just not allowed? Because these animals look fake as hell. I don't know if they just spent all the money on Mufasa instead, but CG needs time. It needs time. It needs time. It needs time. And looks like you didn't give it any time because it's half-baked and it's looking ugly. Okay, let's finish. Okay, y'all got a few months. And you know what? Delay it again if you need to. I'm being real. I mean, you already put out a bunch of trash remakes, so it's not a big deal if this one's trash. But what did I say about the apple? This looked like a regular damn apple. Ain't nothing looking extra delicious. It's not looking super perfect. And she's just, she's just outside somehow. Does she not live with the dwarves, or why is she outside? How much of the real movie was cut? Because I know they probably added a lot of bullshit. I can see the prince and Snow White developing a greater relationship. That's fine, I guess. I hope this movie's not 2 hours. It probably is. But I think you're changing a lot of stuff that is unnecessary. And taking her outside, I'm just like, then why is she taking the apple? Because, she helps the queen indoors. Because the animals were like, no, do not eat that apple. And they attack her. And that's when she actually takes the apple, She's randomly outside. How are the dwarves even going to find her? They don't have GPS. So I don't know. I have a lot of questions about that. I said we'd finish the trailer. We did not. Also, her hair is wet. Where did she fall? Does that mean she can't get back to the castle or anything? Like, I don't understand. The cottage, I guess it looks okay. Very overgrown around it. So I don't know if there's going to be this issue with washing hands again and being clean. Do they have a bathroom now? Is that why there's extra rooms? Because it was a small cottage, just one room in the bottom floor and then another room on the top. That's it. And this looks like it might be a miniature mansion. There are a lot of windows. Maybe there's more rooms. So maybe they added a bathroom. I don't know. The tulle for the dress, I don't agree. I don't agree with that change. It should have been silk. Tulle is not it. Let's see if we can get the dress more. Like you see here, why? Why do you have this little gauzy shit right here? I'm just not feeling it. The socks with the shoes, I'm not feeling that either. But, that's up to you. I'm hoping it's stockings, but even white stockings, like, no thanks. It's not working. And this is also, they should have had the lipstick match the shoes. Look how red this is. And look how red her lips aren't. But this dress looks cheap as hell. Then you can see the underlining. Like, what time period is this? So much motion blur on just this rabbit. That's the only thing that's not in focus in this frame. That's wild. That rabbit is not moving. It should not have motion blur until it jumps. I still think they should have went with real actors for the dwarves. Because these dwarves look ugly. Oh my God, she's making them clean. Well, why the hell did they let her in? She's not really showing her worth, like how she's contributing to the household. This bitch just shows up and is like, y'all need to clean your house and I'm moving in. Like, is that what's happening? Like, I'm shocked. The animals don't clean? Why are the animals there then? What are they there for? If they don't stop the queen from giving this bitch the apple, and they don't help Snow White clean and cook. And I know that's unsanitary, but guess what? That's what happens in the movie. And I was okay with it. I'm not eating no pea pie. Okay? But, like, why do they let her in? Because she's a princess? Like, she's just a freeloader then. Does she not clean at the castle anymore? Like, what does Snow White do except for take up space then? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. There's a lot of garlic here. I don't know if these are dead birds. Like, what is this? Also, this house is way too small for her. Like, the roof is a lot taller than this, but this looks really, really short. There are windows on both sides. Amazing. Ooh, too much motion blur. Like, she's in focus. At least his face should be in focus. His face, all their faces should be in focus. No, there's way too much motion blur. The only thing that I can see right here is this. These fucking garlic onions thing. And I believe the dancing scene happens at night. Like, so I guess she forces them to clean the house and then they're happy about it. They could have cleaned by themselves. Clearly, they didn't want to. Like, she took on the mother role because they needed that. They needed a feminine touch. You know, they weren't going to clean the house themselves. That's why it was dirty. So her telling them, clean up the house. It's like, who invited you here? Why are you here? Like, Snow White was like, look, I'll clean and cook if you let me stay. That's the deal. Clean and cook for a place to stay and hide out from the queen. Now she's just invading people's lives and telling them to clean their own house and then forcing herself in. No. Does that mean she slept in a messy house? With all them cobwebs and shit? Ew. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. God, these dwarves would give you nightmares. And they just threw in the animals because why? The animals are not friends with the dwarves. That's why they fuck with them so hard. Like playing tricks on them when they come home, making them think some monsters in the house. Like those animals are real assholes. And they're only cool with Snow White. They ain't cool with nobody else. So the queen didn't just witness the kiss and end up in a rage. She just watched probably Snow White meet this guy and have a conversation the whole time. And they just didn't notice that she was watching them, which would have been very obvious, I think. Because she's not indoors this time. Last time she was inside. That's why she closes the curtains, you know. And the crown is ugly. It really is ugly. I think they should have went for simpler, like a lot simpler. This is like gaudy Gal Gadot. And simplify her makeup. This is way too much. Way too much. Like the queen is supposed to be beautiful and not supposed to look like an old lady trying too hard. Sorry, gal, but that's what you look like. And I hope the mirror has a face. This is CG. Put the animation in, guys. What the hell? You have full CG characters and animals. So I'm assuming rather than send out a single hunter, they're going to send out an army to kill Snow White. That's an epic fail because they should have murdered her then. That should have been super easy. So I don't know what this whole band of knights is supposed to be about because I assume they're going to kill Snow White in the hunter's place and somehow they fail. All of them. Every last one of them. We're already writing ourselves into a corner. This is why you just don't expand on stuff unless you have a good reason. And also understand the original story. Understand what Disney was trying to do. There's so many little moments that I don't know why was included in the trailer. Like Gal Gadot's hand, this little eyebrow twitch. I guess they're trying to let on that Snow White is more clever than she seems. That's not the same Snow White. I'm not saying Snow White was dumb or anything. I'm saying that clever was not it. That's why she eats the apple. She's not thinking 2 steps ahead. She's thinking about compassion, being nice, keeping a clean house and a castle, and just being the best person she can be until her prince comes. That's why she sings about one day my prince will come. I'm sure they cut that song. I'm sure they cut it because of all of her comments about the prince and not being rescued. She probably don't even die in this movie. I don't know. Yeah. There's not really much else to say. I think I've said it all. I think you guys heard me complain about this movie already. It's okay. We got Walt Disney Snow White, and I advise all of you to not go to the theaters. Show Disney with your wallet, because that's all they listen to. Money is the only voice they hear. Because it's going to inevitably be on Disney Plus. This is just more money. Like it's $1 billion per movie that they put out. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on this. I talked a lot and I'm really hot. Thanks for watching. Bye.